The legacy of the State YMCA of Georgia dates back to the early 20th century. The State Council of the Young Men's Christian Association of the State of Georgia began in 1919. The organization then launched its first High Y Club chapter at Fort Valley High School. This was an all-male chapter. 10 years later, in 1929, the State YMCA of Georgia officially incorporated. In the 1930s, activity really started to kick off. The first Christian Life Conference and Program Planning Conference were held across Georgia. In 1932, the first all-female Tri-High Y Club chapter was established at Douglas High School in Douglas, Georgia. At this time, the State Physical Committee was also established and oversaw 9 inter-association sporting events. In 1946, the first annual Youth Assembly was held in Atlanta, Georgia. There were 316 delegates at this program. Throughout the 1950s, teen talks began and the character-building programs grew in popularity. During the 1960s, Civic Youth Day was established. In 1966, programs were integrated. In 1972, the Lobbyist Program was established at Youth Assembly, and the first ever Washington seminar trip took place. In 1977, Junior Youth Assembly was established. In the 70s, co-ed programs were also established. During the 1980s, the Georgia United Nations Assembly was created. In 1984, the State YMCA of Georgia added the judicial program to the Youth Assembly offerings. In the 1990s, the Character Counts program hit their peak with maximum involvement leading to thousands of students participating in district rallies, Christian Life conferences, and youth training conferences a year. When the No Child Left Behind Act was passed in 2001, the State YMCA of Georgia's program shifted to center on civics education and engagement. In 2014, the Georgia Center for Civic Engagement was launched as a civic initiative under the State YMCA. In 2017, the Georgia Center for Civic Engagement became its own 501c3 nonprofit organization. We find ourselves with another opportunity to expand our outreach. The boards of the State YMCA of Georgia and the Georgia Center for Civic Engagement, after much thoughtful deliberation, felt that our impact and our reach would be better accomplished through a single organization, the Georgia Center for Civic Engagement. The two entities will merge, and the State YMCA of Georgia will withdraw from the National Council of YMCAs on December 31st, 2020. And so, addressing the challenges of today brings the opportunity for tomorrow. The opportunity to continue these programs that have served Georgia students for 101 years and to build upon those amazing successes as we seek to serve more students across this great state as the Georgia Center for Civic Engagement.